activity in the area. You two move along. This area is threat level orange. Move along.
Hello. I was sent from Alistair. Thank you. Thank you. We could not have done this without you.
I think this is some kind of drill. People are. Second team is arriving from the south. How long have you had these droids? DK-904 reporting in. I think this is some kind of drill. We have a positive ID on a terrorist vehicle. Let's check it out. Copy that.
خیلی طول میکشه تا بتونیم اطلاعات رو که میخوایم.
The plans have been acquired. We will need weapons and your best soldiers. We will also need a ship.
This console has been compromised. Lock down the area and search the vehicle. Alert Team 2 of our situation.
We have a ship.
Cruiser class?
Team 2 reporting in.
I think I'm being followed.
Initiate search. Proceed with caution.
Get in the back.
Let's go. Nobody move. Who is the owner of the speeder outside? Team 1, attempting entry into vehicle. Lockdown! 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 Lockdown!
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my breakdown of the new Star Wars Underworld TV show footage that just dropped. So this is actually 10 years old, if you can believe it. We've all been watching the Mandalorian series in present day. That's sort of the successor to this show. A lot of the stuff that this TV show is going to be, the underworld of the Star Wars universe, literally in the title of the TV show, is what the Mandalorian became. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We're doing a new Baby Yoda giveaway because they're finally selling merch. All you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber and let me know what you think would have happened on this TV series if it had gotten made. Think of this as sort of a prequel to the Mandalorian series, just because it's dealing with the bounty hunters of the Star Wars universe, and that's basically what the Mandalorian series is, even though the plot of the Mandalorian wound up becoming something very different. As you can see with the footage, it's kind of meant to visually look like Blade Runner meets Star Wars in Deadwood, the TV series in space. They kind of called it Deadwood in space because when they were conceiving this series right after Revenge of the Sith, starting in around 2005, it was right around the time, the early 2000s, when Deadwood and The Wire were happening. They didn't actually start making the TV series till a couple years after that, but they wrote up to 50 episodes worth of scripts, and if you can believe it, the reason why this series didn't get made, because it would have been amazing to have a live-action TV series like The Mandalorian 10 years ago, is all because of the budget, because about 10 years ago, things were nowhere near the level of technology that they are today as they're making the Mandalorian series. You've probably been seeing all the recent articles that have been going around about how they filmed The Mandalorian. They have this revolutionary projection screen technology where they can literally mimic environments in real time as they're panning around actors on sound stages. They literally generate the environment around the actor in real time as it's happening. So no more the green and the blue screens that you saw and all the behind the scenes from the prequel movies. But as you can see, because this is happening 10 years ago and they started making it right after the prequels, a lot of the visual style mimics the visual style of the prequels, and that was part of the intention. Something set during the events of the classic trilogy, but with the level of technology that they used when they were making the prequels. Within this actual test footage in this trailer here, what's happening is you just have a rebel spy that's trying to steal plans for a Star Destroyer. It wouldn't be a Star Wars story if someone weren't trying to steal plans to do something to the Empire. But the basic intention of the series is the exact same as what's happening with the Mandalorian series, following the lesser characters, the bounty hunter characters that you see in the background of the main movies, being more of a character-based series about the supposed dirtbags of the Star Wars universe. Although as we've learned in the Mandalorian series, not everything is what it seems. Careful for spoilers for Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, because there was some stuff happening during Star Wars Underworld that sort of connects to what's happening in Rise of Skywalker, and some of you may not have seen the movie yet. So during Rise of Skywalker, we find out that Rey is actually a Palpatine, and her father was Palpatine's natural-born son. We don't know who Palpatine was married to, if he was ever married, or who he got busy with to have his son. But the idea of the Star Wars Underworld series is that one of the big villain characters, or at least one of the main characters, maybe not a villain, was going to be a woman who was romantically involved with Emperor Palpatine and then screwed him over. I think it was them trying to involve Palpatine and Vader in this Star Wars Underworld TV series as much as possible without having them on screen every single week. The visual effects studio that was trying to work on the series is the one that made this footage, this trailer, and it actually looks really good if you consider what the prequels look like. Although between the time they finished making Phantom Menace and then they made Revenge of the Sith, the technology had advanced quite a bit just in those couple of years that had gone by. You also probably noticed that this bears a lot of similarities to the Star Wars 1313 game that was also going to cover the Underworld and the bounty hunters of the Star Wars universe. It was being developed around the same time they were developing this live-action TV series. They even showed off some footage at E3 in 2012.
Might as well see if there's any place more comfortable on this rust bucket. It's a long way down.
Down?
Yeah, down. The rings aren't on Coruscant. They're underneath it.
Cargo lane cleared for descent to level 1313.
Catch a deep breath. It'll be the last fresh air you'll get for a while.
Fresh air is overrated.
Let's see how you feel about that after you get 1,000 levels down.
If you think that's awesome and you're kind of upset that they never wound up releasing that, I think it just got lost in the shuffle when Disney bought Lucasfilm. There were a bunch of projects that went away. Remember, they kind of got rid of Clone Wars to do Star Wars Rebels. Cut to present day on Disney Plus, we're getting ready to watch the Clone Wars Season 7, watch them close down that series. So who knows, maybe someday they'll bring back Star Wars 1313 in some different form. You have to imagine that George Lucas was pretty free with the money and development on new Star Wars properties. He was pretty forward-thinking when it came to doing Star Wars. He was really hyped up about doing a live-action series, so I'm sure there's all kinds of deleted scenes, test footage, just hidden in the archives at Lucasfilm. Hopefully in the future they'll find a way to incorporate that into the new TV series they're doing, like The Mandalorian. But everyone post your reactions to all this footage in the comments below. How cool would it have been to get a series like The Mandalorian 10 years ago? Just a reminder too, the Star Wars Clone Wars episodes are happening in a couple weeks. I'll remind everyone there'll probably be another trailer or two that'll drop. I will do episode videos and Easter eggs for Clone Wars Season 7. There's a big Black Widow Super Bowl trailer happening tomorrow. I'll do a video for that, and there should be some big stuff happening next week too. So as long as you have alerts enabled for my channel, you'll see all those videos when I post them. Everyone click here for my brand new Mandalorian Season 2 video, and click here for that brand new Avengers 5 Marvel announcement. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. This is the way.